Mm, 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 mm. What's up, everybody? Give me just a second. I gotta go shut this door. Anywho, and we're live. Had to go shut the door. Let me share this real quick, just so we get it on different pages. Hope everybody's having a good day. I just had to go shut the door. Imagine just hearing me fall down the fucking stairs. People were like, "What the fuck was that?" Whew. Anywho, welcome to the Dark Truth Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan, the shadiest of Jays. Tonight's guest, we have Trevor with TintSure. If you don't know what that is, we will find out a lot about that tonight. I personally use it, and I love it. I've got great coverage. It's a very affordable price. And yeah, so been a long time since I've had the show. Just wanted to say I missed y'all. Not really, but maybe. Just kidding. But yeah, so it's been a while. Took a while to focus on the business side of things and kind of put the hobbies and the fun stuff in the rear view for now, or on the back burner, whatever you want to call it. And I had some time to reflect on what I want to do with this show. So moving forward, I'm going to be focusing a lot more on trying to help a lot of people that are, providing services like insurance, apps, tools, things like that in the industry. Also sprinkling in just some fun, good times in the shows too, just like normal. So nothing different there. But yeah, so we have Trevor tonight, and I'm going to go ahead and run this intro video. Hold on just a second. Let me check something real quick. I don't think we have any chatters yet. Put this up here though. Check this. Share it in a couple groups. Boom. And anybody watching that wants to do the same, feel free. I'd appreciate it. 313, bing. How's everybody's day? If anybody's watching, how was your day? How's your week? How's your month been? Like I said, I haven't been on here in a while, so sorry. That's strange. Anywho, Matthew, my mans, what's up, brother? Without any further ado, though, I'm going to run this intro video, and we're going to get this shit popping with our guest, Trevor. So, here we go. All right, intro video done. And here's our guest, Trevor. Everybody say, hey, Trevor. Hey, what's up, dude?
What's up? How's it going?
Bro? Going good, man. Thanks for being on the show.
Dude, that intro video is epic. Man.
I got it from Jason. He sent me a couple different ones, and I picked out two that I really, really like. The intro and the outro. The outro I didn't show you, though. It's like flames. It's like flames and shit. It's pretty cool.
Let's go.
But yeah, we've got my man Matthew Kramer over here in the chat. Got 3 people watching, looks like. Usually starts out a little slow, but pick up as we go. And again, we can record it, and I'm going to post it on YouTube. I've got previous episodes I've got to fucking upload. It's a task, But thanks for being on the show, man.
You're here for it, man. You're the one.
Good. I got to have somebody. I got to get what is it called? A producer? I need a producer is what I need. But welcome to the show, man. Thanks for being on. And if you want, we'll just jump right into it. You can tell the people who you are, what you do, and all that good stuff, and go from there.
Yeah, thanks, man. I
Yep.
appreciate it. My name's Trevor. I'm the owner of tintinginsurance.com. So, maybe you see us on Facebook a little bit. Maybe you're getting some ads. Maybe you're not seeing anything about us, and nice to meet you. So, that's pretty much, yeah, that's what we do. Insurance literally for window tinters. So,
Dude, I have been seeing y'all's ads recently. I hadn't seen them up until about, I want to say like 2 weeks ago. I hadn't seen one. And then I saw like 4 different ones in a row. And I'm like, hell yeah. And that's when my brain was like, oh, I need to ask him to be on the show.
yeah, that's actually, yeah, I forgot. That's when you like reached out. You're like, hey,
Yep.
yeah,
I had
dude,
I had to, dude. It was just like it was in my brain, and I was like, I
heck
gotta
yeah.
do this. But yeah, so go into a little bit of what TintSure is, and
Yeah.
I mean, I've got it. I want to talk about it, but I want you to tell. 'Cause I'm not the insurance guy, but
You're the one hopefully that well it's insurance, man, so hopefully you don't need it because that sucks.
right,
But yeah, I mean at the end of the day, yeah, TintSure is we're an insurance brokerage technically, so tintinginsurance.com literally does insurance for window tinters. So it's in the name, but we also have our exclusive product line called TintSure, and it's a just to keep it simple, it's a general liability policy for window tinters that is effectively just supposed to make it super easy just to get coverage, just so you're not sitting there having to explain to various underwriters, various agents, like what the heck you do, like
right.
because it's just so hard for an insurance company to grasp like what is window tinting. Like they get it, but then they don't get it. So
Right, you gotta go into, like, the fine details so they know
yeah.
exactly what they can cover and not cover, right?
Yeah, and like
Okay.
every single one treats it different, right? So like one is like, well, the closest thing we can find is someone who puts glass into buildings, so we're going to
Right,
classify you as a glazer. And then the next one thinks that you're a paper hanger,
right,
painter. Like what the heck? Because and you know what? Hey, in their defense, as far as the insurance industry classifications go, like that big book of, this is what all the different types of occupations are, window tinting is not one.
we need to get
So
it in the book. I don't
in
understand.
in their defense, and it's so funny because I mean I talked to some people that are like, oh no, I get it because when we go to do our tax forms, like we don't exist there either. When we file
Right,
with the Secretary of State, we don't exist there, so we
it's
pick the closest
crazy.
thing. So I mean it's not just insurance, but yeah, I mean like trying to have that conversation or explain that to an underwriter or an agent, some get it, some totally get it. They're like, no problem, we get what you do. But it's hit or miss, right? And it can be kind of defeating after you've gone on many different calls and you've had to like re-explain what you do to get just pricing across the board that is completely different. You're not really sure if you're covered for what you're doing, like because you look at the application, you're like, well, you got me on there as a glass replacement shop. Like
Right,
what's going on? So, I mean, at the end of the day, we're not changing the world. We're not creating a window tinting classification, but we've done a heck of a job at it by basically creating an insurance policy called TintSure that literally is just that. So we've
yep,
taken these you know, auto maintenance and repair that one insurance company may state that you're doing. And we've been able to take that price point, reduce it down, make sure that the underwriter knows what you actually do, make sure
right,
that the pricing is reflective of, the different types of work that you do. And so, and that's across flat glass, that's across, the commercial residential side, interior, exterior work. We even like PPF, wrap guys. I mean, we try to get most of it included, but like, there's also a beauty of like knowing, hey, that is who we're targeting. That's who we're looking for is that window tinter.
right,
So if you're not doing that, then we might not be a fit, but we
right.
also know where to point you to. So
Right,
that's
exactly. And that's
kind of the
probably
gist.
a huge benefit too, is that you've been in contact with so many people in the insurance game with this specific trying to figure out how to get this going, I'm sure, right? Like, okay, I have to ask, like, what did it just were you just like, I'm gonna do 10 insurance one day? Like, how did that even come about?
Yeah.
That's my.
Yeah,
I've had to ask this. I've been waiting to ask.
it's a wild story, man. I kind of alluded to it in the beginning,
Let's
but
go.
yeah, it's this crazy thing that happened. So background, I've been in the insurance business for like over a decade, probably like 10, 15 years, mostly, serving commercial, businesses overall, like anything and everything, right? So I've done everything from, large scale general contractors all the way to your mom and pop coffee shop, right? And
Nice.
everything in between. So, I mean, insurance is not new to me, but kind of the realm of focusing on a singular industry was never like
That
done.
wasn't the
Um,
goal. Like, or no,
no,
that nobody's done it before.
I mean, maybe it was the goal. It sounded intriguing, but there was just no
Right.
game plan behind it or anything. And so, I mean, as everyone's in business, we're always evaluating like what is next, right? And
Right.
so, I had a literal come to Jesus moment, like probably 2.5, 3 years ago. And I was just kind of seeking, and I'm like, hey, God, set me on whatever path you're looking for. Like,
Right.
but honestly, like sitting in this position, not really concrete on anything, isn't serving anyone right now.
Right.
And man, he put it on my heart, and he said insurance for window tinters, and I'm like, I don't know about that. That seems a little funky.
Right.
And so and I've sold a few window tinter policies, and it's probably what a lot of insurance agents experience, which is like, man, this is weird. Like there's no code for it. Is that gnat coming at you still? Dude, we
No,
need to
hold
get
on just one second. Hold on.
The lights or the power went off on this side where the air fryer and stuff is plugged up. I don't know which one.
Okay, give me just one second.
no worries.
Sorry, I gotta flip a breaker.
Bum bum bum. Hopefully it doesn't shut the podcast down.
No, it shouldn't.
What's up, everyone? Hi. What's up, Matthew? What's up, Bill? Mother Marion. I met you at WFR. T-Town shirts. I see your guys' comments. I can't see you in like the chat per se, but I see your comments. Bill, you left a super nice comment on one of the, I think it was one of our ads or on the Stark Truth podcast thing. That was cool. Thank you.
I'm coming. Sorry.
Don't worry, I'm just here conversing with the chat room.
Who's
Maybe
here?
they're even.
What's up,
I don't
T-Town?
even
Mother
know, man.
Marion, my lady. This lady's awesome. I don't know if you've ever met her, but she's the
did.
best.
Yeah.
She's the fucking best, dude. I
Yeah.
will hype her up anytime I get a chance. But anyways, what were we talking about? You had a come to Jesus moment.
Come to Jesus moment. Anyways, so I'm like, hey, all right, like that's cool. So I heard him say, hey, man, put it on my heart, like insurance for window tinters. But I'm like, this is not what's happening. So, anyways, moving on. And a couple days later, driving, and he's like, don't forget insurance for window tinters. And I'm like, oh man, I don't know.
Right.
And then I look to my left, and there's a mobile window tinting van that rolls up. Right.
Oh no way.
I'm like, hey, okay.
You're
So
like,
I'm
you
like
know,
praying, and
yeah,
I'm like, God, I don't know. I'm not sold yet. I'm not convinced. And so then a few days later, same place, driving, and he's like, don't forget, we're working on insurance for window tinters. Let's start talking about it, having that prayer conversation about it. And so then I roll into our office building, and there's a fleet of window tinting vans there.
You gotta
I'm
be
like,
kidding me.
dude.
Okay, you can't.
Crystal clear, man.
Yeah, you can't pass that up. I mean,
I'm still, dude.
weird.
I am still. I told you, man, I'm a
Wow.
God-fearing man, but I
Right.
really didn't. I didn't want to do this. Like, I wasn't like my mind. I'm like, what is, give me something more dynamic. This one sounds just so. I don't know. Anyways, and then one day, someone calls our my service department, and they're like, hey, someone needs help getting some coverage, and so I'm like, all right, I'll call them. And before I call, I'm like, God, if I call, and this is a freaking window tinter,
right?
I'm in.
And you're like,
so I call, and I'm like, hey man, what do you, what kind of business are you in? And he's like, oh, I'm renting a warehouse. And I'm like, what are you doing in the warehouse? Like, what do you do? He's
Right.
like, I do stuff on cars, and I'm like, freaking tell me
What do you
what,
do
like,
on
what do you do
cars,
on the
dude?
cars? Let's cut to the chase.
Right.
And he's like, all right, man, don't tell the landlord because it's not on the lease, but I'm window tinting cars, and I'm like, I bet you
That's so
freaking are.
fucking
I already
that's
knew.
so
I already
great.
knew. I already knew. So why do I even have to ask? I'm sitting here like doubting God, but hey,
That's
man.
awesome, man.
So I was all in at that point, and I just, I prayed on it, man. I just asked God to lay out the plan, and He did. He did. He laid it all out. He put the right people in front of
That's
me,
great.
dude. We put an insurance product literally for window tinters. I mean, there was some research and stuff involved, and we really went to go advocate, saying, "Hey, we believe that A, they're paying too much. B, they're classified wrong, and C, we can do it better. We can
Right.
collect data. We can actually take real life scenarios and find a way to make this better." And so we put a very compelling plan together and got a carrier to back us up and make our
Yeah.
own insurance policy literally for the window tint industry. And so
I love
it's
that,
been
man.
it's been a freaking blessing.
That's
Everything's
awesome,
awesome.
dude.
And so
But
I told
then
you
but
yeah.
also but listen, hold on. But he puts you with they say that they put, God puts people the strongest people through the toughest battles, right? You're dealing with the craziest industry ever. Like you're dealing with the craziest people to do insurance for. we
Bro,
use
then
we,
then
we
y'all
use
haven't dealt with enough
open
lawyers
we
because
use
those guys.
open flames to tint windows. Like think about that for a minute, okay? Like we
Yeah.
use open
Yeah.
flames around expensive cars. Just for funsies, It's
Yep.
not even necessary. We
Yep.
just do it because we
You do
fucking
it because it's
can.
fun and you think it's cool to post on Instagram. And I'm sitting here trying to convince, these freaking 100-year-old underwriters that just kidding, sorry, underwriters,
Right.
that you guys are not a high risk, which you aren't. Like honestly, like you
The
aren't.
highest risk of any industry, besides
Uh,
construction, dude.
Dude, it's
Construction's the only one, in my opinion, that's like harder to not fuck something or get hurt or on the
oh
job,
yeah.
like that kind of stuff, or mess up the net.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
and
construction workers, then
if
window
you're doing
tinters.
flat glass, you're right in that same boat. They look at you the same
Right.
way. So our goal is to like try to run a comparison to show like, hey, this is a window tinter versus like someone doing like glazing or like true like window install and what those look like. And
Dude, if you
so
need videos, I'll just make a video of me tinting a window and you can be like, this is
yes,
what they do. This is what they do on windows. And they don't do, and then you show them a video of somebody
plastic,
putting one in.
water,
Well, what? Not always plastic, some metal, some
just
metal, some
plastic.
ceramic.
Yeah. We don't want to
Calm
overcomplicate. No, I'm just
down.
kidding. No, truly, like that's actually like what really goes into like some of our
Yeah.
underwriting. I mean, if anyone's got a quote with us, they'll know it's like when you're going through it, um,
Dude,
it's
it's
for a window
seamless for
tinter
me.
because you're freaking asking. Like literally, we're asking like, what brands do you do? What type of window
Mhm.
tinting do you do?
Yep.
Because we need to know that stuff because every year, just like people are going and buying their own insurance, they have to renew. We
Right.
have to renew you guys. Like we have to
Yep.
go pitch to the underwriters, like, hey, see, this is a good thing. They are not losing their butts on this deal, and like you are not losing your butt on this deal. So let's
Right.
let's do more. And
Right.
so that's the game plan. And so we're collecting data, not for like sales purposes, just like truly just to be able to show
Right.
and
Like
give
basically
that.
like market research or whatever.
It's all statistical data. That's all insurance is
Yeah.
data.
Analytics. Yeah.
Yeah. These guys have more claims, these guys have less
Right.
claims. And we're already
Makes
seeing
sense.
it. And so, yeah,
I
that's what
mean,
it is.
whenever me and you started setting mine up and you were asking all the questions and everything, it was pretty easy. Like usually I'm dealing with a lady's insurance to hit my truck right now. It's been 3 weeks almost and I
Yeah.
still don't have my money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like dealing with them has
Dude,
been like a headache, dude.
that's the
And dealing
most
with you was
basic.
completely easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you asked me the questions once
Yeah.
and it was already done. And like they've asked me the same shit over and over and over. I'm like, do y'all not communicate? Like, what's going on here? Like, what the fuck? But
Take some notes.
anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
I'll even tell them I'm real bad about this. I'm like, if you would do this, it would probably be a little easier to keep people happy. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, I'm thinking as a tinner, somebody telling me how to do my job. And then I'm like, all right, maybe I need to shut
Yeah.
up. You know, like maybe I just need to shut the fuck up.
You're like, wow, I've never heard that comment before. And they're just punching the time clock, man. They're not trying to. That's an
They
adjuster.
don't care. Yeah,
Those
they
guys
don't
are
give a
getting
shit.
beat up. That is be
Yeah,
nice
dude.
to adjusters, but also be kind of mean because otherwise you don't get to the top of the stack. It's like a
Oh,
balance.
dude. Yeah,
Know
I
that
told
they're
them I was
used
like,
and abused, but you kind of have to use and abuse them. Just
I
is what it
emailed
is.
him every morning, and I'm like, any update, any update, any update. And I'll call him and leave a voice, maybe like, hey, man, just want to know what's going on with this. You said you call me back. You didn't call me, blah, 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 whatever. And I'll even say, like, just holding you accountable for what you say. You know, like, call me back. You know, like, it's not my fault that you didn't do it. I'm just telling you what you didn't do, man. Don't be mad at me.
That is like literally the best thing you can do. Is like nicely
Yeah,
annoy
kill
them.
him with fucking kindness, they say,
Yeah,
right?
pretty much. Yeah, and they're gonna walk out of it saying like, he was a cool dude. We're just freaking overworked.
Initially, I was not nice like that, though. Whenever I got in this wreck, I was mad and I was very angry. I told them that they needed to hurry the fuck up. And I was like, probably shouldn't have done that. Not going to happen. And
set the pace of the room. Because if you start there and everything's better, then they're like, dude, they're stoked.
Yeah, got started at 1,000 and then just fucking downhill from here, baby.
Yep. Oh, man.
Okay, so going back to how hard? Okay, so you call them underwriters. I don't know what underwriters are. I'm lost on that. Is that just somebody who basically says like it's okay to use this insurance for what they're doing, or? Gotcha.
Yeah, yes or no. They basically just qualify if you're like acceptable with them or not. So I mean,
right.
It's pretty much just that. But I mean, their default is usually like they're looking for problems, right? So our goal is to go in and make the industry
and
look
not
as
tell
appealing
them,
as possible.
Right. So we have to just basically like sugarcoat everything.
Yeah. So like kind of in the typical insurance business, I mean, you can talk to any agent. They probably agree with this. Is it's like we're trying to highlight your good parts and hide the bad parts, right? Because otherwise things don't go through. But you know, we're at a point we're an underwriter too, right? Because I want to make sure that, dude, if you got a bunch of tint shops that are doing shady work, submitting shady claims,
whoa, dude, watch this word.
Then you know. Then they're pretty awesome, bro. Because shady is great. But if you have a crappy shop,
there we go. You know
what I mean? Like it's like,
right,
dude. Like a couple bad apples can bring the whole ship down. And so yeah, I mean, we got to do a good job at make sure good people are coming on board.
Vetting people that you might not want to cover.
Yeah, but I mean, the big thing
or something, you know.
Point in case is we're trying to advocate and like help the window film industry look good in front of insurance carriers. And so we got our own carrier now. We got even other ones like we have other ones that, you know, they kind of work with window tinters. They do some of them anyways, but we've been able to go in there and say, hey, this is all we do. We have more data than anyone else does. We know which ones. And because of that, they allow certain things that other agencies can't do, and they give us deeper discounts. So even though that one's not even our product line, we've still been able to negotiate just by proxy of saying, hey, we know them, we know what we're bringing on. It's not going to be bad. And the bad ones, even the bad ones, dude, honestly, it could just be a business owner who's like still just trying to figure it out, man. You've been there, I've been there.
I'm like, still there, dude. What do you mean? It's only July, dude. I have not figured anything out yet.
Bro, you don't get QuickBooks fired up like day one before you have any money because you can't pay for it. So like sometimes you freaking just get the money and then go do it, right? And then you start getting.
You got QuickBooks, you know.
Yeah, you got QuickBooks. That's a bad example.
I didn't link it to my TintWiz at first. But,
for what it's worth, always get QuickBooks up and running, even before you make money. IRS.
Y'all heard it.
You know what I mean? Like
my agent real quick. You hear that?
QuickBooks always. Yeah, man. I mean, it's just like
we got a question here real quick though.
What do we got?
Zach wants to know if your policy covers lost limbs.
Lost limbs. Well, if you got a story with that, that'd be awesome. But
I don't, but he might.
Man, I would love to know about that. I mean, like, do you really want the insurance answer? Because the answer's probably yes. Yeah, it's probably yeah. I mean, if it's your limb, you're screwed. Like that's different. Well, I mean,
I got you.
You get
So
disability.
right.
You
So
can get
okay, so
disability
it's
insurance.
basically it's general liability. There's no way to get like full coverage, or is there an
Yeah.
option for that too?
Yeah, so like the main things window tinters need, the main coverages that any window tint shop is going to need is going to be general liability. If you have workers, if you have employees, you're going to have workers comp,
Right. Of course.
just by the nature of the legality around it for most states. If you got cars on the road, especially that are branded under your shop, you should probably have some commercial auto coverage. Those are kind of like the main three in the stack. And then everything
Right.
else, there's a lot of ancillary stuff, right? So like I think everyone should have probably some sort of life insurance, maybe disability, especially if you're a business owner. I don't do any of that stuff. I just think that's prudent to have to support your family if something happens, to support your income. And
Right.
then, you got things like cyber insurance, you got, employment practices liability, which is basically like if your employee sues you for discrimination, harassment, usually a California issue, like
Right.
specifically out by us, like it's a big issue out here.
Is it
Other
really?
states, dude, it's massive. It's like, yeah. For reference,
It's like
to
just
get
another Tuesday night, you know?
dude, like if you have employees, you're gonna be sued. It's just like when,
That's insane,
dude,
dude.
and there's no dollar limit to it because it's their feelings.
Right.
And in California, our feelings are
They're
very
worth a bunch of
expensive.
money. They're worth a bunch of money, man.
Oh
So I
man.
got a couple people.
Yeah, let's go.
Josh said save me tons over whatever this Bibirk.
Heck yeah. Thanks,
Some type
Josh.
of insurance.
Appreciate you,
Love
bro.
Josh. Me and Josh talk every couple days. Love that guy. And then we got the champ himself, Ricky Miller.
Woo!
Trevor's amazing. Took care of us. Love it.
Thanks, brother.
That's a
Appreciate
great
you.
place. That's a great place to have insurance for, or like for them to be your client, dude, because they do a bunch of
Dude,
stuff, man. And
Miller Bros are
a
yeah,
very well-oiled machine over there. They know what the
yeah.
fuck they're doing, man.
If
Like
you want to
that
look at good operational efficiency, you
guy
should be reaching out to them because they got
for
it
sure.
down. Like,
Yeah, you got to think about their dad's had a shop for forever too, and then they, basically took over and they just fucking made it better. Or
dude,
I'm
it's
not going
just
to say better, but they made it
yeah,
what they have it now. So
it's just a trip because they like on all fronts you're firing, right? Like they have their training programs and like they're
right,
obviously champions at doing the thing, but then
right.
like you got to look at this is a
As an
business. Like
owner, they are
many people are
as
not tinting,
owners, they're fucking awesome.
dude. Like
Their
I mean, I can't
training's
speak for
great.
many parts of it, but I can tell you from
Right.
the insurance side, we know a business that's operating well and they're doing the right things. And
Oh yeah.
honestly, we didn't have to go in and tell them to do those things. They're already doing it. They're very
Yeah, of
smart.
course.
Risk management wise, I mean, dude, if you're a business and you're looking for advice, you could feel pretty confident if you're calling the Millers. I mean, they're
Yep.
yeah.
100%. I agree. Bill's got a question. What about coverage for porting customer vehicles and moving them in and out of the shop? I actually have an answer. I have garage keeper insurance, and that covers that, right? If you like
Interesting.
run into something or something like that.
Maybe not. It's a double-sided question. There's different elements to it, and so
Okay.
that's actually a really good question. Okay, so garage keepers is going to be for
Overnight.
keeping cars in the
Right.
garage for starters, but like so keep in mind like things like theft, vandalism, a fire breaks out, that's going to be, it had nothing to do with your work. You're not tinting a vehicle, you're not doing
Right.
PPF, but it was still in the insurance world we call it care, custody and control.
Right.
So if you had that in your shop, you might be responsible. You might not be. Can you control the fire? Maybe. Maybe it was your fault. Maybe it wasn't. Did
Situational
you,
things.
right? Did
Yeah.
someone broke in? Was that your fault? Was it not? When the insurance companies duke this out, that's the goal is the insurance gets involved and kind of figure out who's going to be legally responsible for this
Right.
situation. So
Gotcha.
that's garage keepers kind of on the comprehensive side. Then you get the
He's got a
collision
follow-up.
side. So
He's got a
you hit
follow-up here. So yeah.
you hit, and we can hit all these, but so you hit a
Yeah.
car driving it in, you hit it, you whatever, wreck the bumper, you pull it out, you scratch the side. That is still garage keepers. You damaged the customer's car, had nothing to do with the work you were doing, but
Right.
you damaged it. That's a collision claim, kind of like an auto policy, right?
Right.
Still
Right.
garage
Right.
keepers. Now, this is the
That's
other
cool.
side. Where is it not covered? Liability. All general liability policies do not include auto liability. So, like an auto accident, you're driving the customer's car, you hit someone, they get hurt, you hit someone's property, it damages their property. That's an auto policy, right?
So you would be your auto insurances, like, or
Well,
right,
and it's a
kind of.
customer's car. It's a customer's car. So here we have
So
the
have 'em,
complexity.
so then you have to have them like sign a waiver before you even go get it and pick it up, drop it off. That's what I would do. Now that you said that, I'm gonna have them write down that it's okay for me to move their shit, and their insurance is
Yeah.
gonna cover me as a driver, right?
And their insurance is covering their vehicle, but their insurance might also say, and every insurance is different, but their
Right.
insurance might provision saying, the shop should carry their own insurance to cover this situation. Or we see partial negligence in this or full
Right.
negligence in this situation. So we may not cover.
Right.
That's something to consider. And so when we're assessing shops, we're looking at like how do they do that process. Every policy is a little different. Some policies do allow for what we call garage auto liability, meaning the shop will carry garage auto for those pickup
Got
drop
you.
off
Okay.
situations
Yeah.
where it gets complex. And so, like our TintSure policy, for example, it allows for that, but only on premises. So you can move a
Got you.
customer's
Okay.
car in and out
Yep.
of the bay, but like if you're taking it across town, we got a problem, right? And then conversely, some policies allow you to take it out, but what if you do flat glass? That policy was designed for an auto shop, but you do flat glass too. It's like here we have this
Right.
intertwining of
It's
many
gonna
problems.
have to
So
be, yeah.
when we get quote inquiries and we get calls, we're always trying to figure out what are you actually doing. Do you actually need to buy that coverage, or can you start? And where are you at in your business? Some businesses, like some of the larger exotic shops, they're not a fit for our program right now. We're making improvements to it, and they might be in the future. But right now, it's missing some of those components.
Right.
But but where we kill it is like you do flat glass plus you do auto, or
Gotcha.
you're doing mobile work, stuff like that. Every policy is different,
I
and
do.
that's why
I do all those. So
and that's why we offer not just our own exclusive policy, but we also offer policies off of ours.
right.
Some of them, like I said, have special discounts. Like I think Josh was saying, like we got him a better rate than Bberg. That's true. We also sell Bberg, but they also have some deficits too. They have some major concerns on their policy. So yeah,
Yeah.
it just depends. Just
Um,
depends.
Mother Marion asked, "What is cyber insurance?" And I'm assuming that's just like anything online,
Yeah.
kind of,
Yeah,
basically.
you get hacked and all your customer information gets exposed. You get hacked and all your
Gotcha.
stuff gets locked up. Um, I would say honestly, like if you're a bigger shop, like if you're like the size of like a Green Valley or something, you're
Right, or like
starting to get at risk.
Tritech or fucking
You're a
Sunstoppers or
target.
right.
Yeah, if you got like subcontractor info, if you have employees, that's where you have a concern because now you're holding like their social
Because they
security
might
and their
get your
address.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but like if you're like a solo shop, um, the
Try to take my
insurance
money
broker
back.
side, I am not recommending not to get cyber insurance, but if you didn't, it's probably not the end of the world. If you're a bigger shop, definitely consider it. You're a window tinter, so it's going to be cheap. It's not like you're housing like medical data. You're not housing
Right.
people's credit card info
Yeah, I don't
for the
have any
most
of that
part,
here.
right?
I'm
So
too done for all that stuff. Dustin had a question. What if the vehicle catches fire in his shop? Rent versus own any different? Like if you're renting the building, if you own the building, is there any difference in the policy if you're, either a renter or owner of the building? I
yes
think that's
and
what he's
yes,
asking.
yes and yes, like all of it. Yeah, it all plays in. So garage keepers is if there's a fire for the client's car, right? So if the client's car is damaged in a fire or catches fire, um, garage keepers may play in. Was it your fault the client's car caught fire? That's a big question. Was it a
Right.
manufacturer defect? Because that's a big question. Is the manufacturer now being sued
So
by you who owns the
they'd
building
have to
and the
do a
car owner?
whole
And
right.
so
It'd have to be
so
a
it
whole
is.
investigation on the specifics and like
It's a whole thing, and
that's all
I'll
insurance
start with
is.
this. All of it sucks. Like none of that is going to be a fun process. So
It's all
hopefully you have
semantics.
insurance. Insurance triggers something we call duty to defend. So until they can find that there's no reason for them to defend, or you are not covered, they actually have a lawyer that has to take on the burden of this deal for you. So you're not having to sit there and
Crazy.
go to court. You're not sitting there sending out letters and paying a lawyer. So that's actually the beautiful part of it.
Right.
Hopefully none of that ever even happens, but it does.
Right. Bill wanted to say thanks basically for the information.
Yeah.
That's why we do it, boys.
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it, man.
And if anybody has any questions whatsoever, y'all can chime in, talk shit, whatever. So whenever you started down your path of doing TintSure and all that good stuff, what was the biggest struggle in the beginning? Figuring out like the ways to get it all together, or just getting the information out there, or
Yeah, it's there's a lot of like little pieces to it that are all involved. I mean, that's a really tough question to answer, if I'm being honest, because every piece has a level of difficulty. But
okay,
like,
so let me try to narrow it down. Okay, so when you realized that you wanted to tackle this window tinter specific insurance, what was your biggest struggle first? Like your first biggest struggle, not like in the grand scheme of everything, like the first thing you remember where you were like, I don't know if I'm going to do this or not.
Yeah, finding a program that would be a good fit for the vast majority of window tinters. I mean, there was a lot of research into that. So because we had an understanding, like a lot of them are doing flat glass, there's interior exterior needs, there's and this isn't what I started out anticipating, is like, dude, a lot of shops do PPF and wraps. Like if you're doing tint, there's a good chance you're going to take a PPF job, and that changes the entire element. And so finding where we were going to go to get all of that knocked out, and that's where we came in with our TintSure program. We fortunately, by the grace of God, we got an insurance carrier that saw our business plan. They saw all the things that we needed.
Good.
It's not perfect. I'll tell anyone that over the phone. When we send a quote, sometimes you'll see it. If it's got red letters in our email, that means there's something that's going to be missing in the policy. It's not perfect, but I will say it's a good fit for, call it like 75-80% of the industry, which is tough to achieve in an insurance program. So that was
awesome.
That was tough.
Just the R&D part, like just the finding, like the grind, basically, like the getting the customer. Or it's like when a tinter is trying to figure out what film they want to sell, right? Like they're trying to figure out which film fits them best, right? Do they go with this film because they like the people that work there? Do they go with this film because it looks better? Do they go with this one because it performs better, right? And then if you find all of that in one company, you're like, ha, fucking jackpot. That's what I'm doing, And then, like you said, like there's still things missing with everything. So nothing's ever going to be perfect. Yeah, you're going to find something to bitch about, but why? Why would you complain about it? There's no fucking reason, in my opinion.
Dude, I think what sets it apart, and like, dude, you're a prime example of it, is sometimes you just freaking do it. Like sometimes you stop dilly-dallying, stop sitting there and mulling over the problem, and just go for it. Like,
just fucking do it.
We freaking did it. Like, whether or not our TintSure program came through, we were still going to go out there and just recommend the best companies for window tinters. Like, I already had my mission set because I had that affirmation that this was the plan. And so I don't know how it was going to happen, but we did it. And if if Bieberg and a couple others were the only options, then I was going to go sell those carriers. But in doing that, in setting that plan up, other things come along. Sometimes you just got to take one step to see the next two in front of you. And so
that's literally, I said this exact like a process, right? Like you got to do this to do this to do this, right? Steps, basically.
It's step by step, man. It still is.
Same shit on a podcast not too long ago.
Yeah, I heard it and I copied it. That's exactly why I said that.
No, you didn't, dude. No, you might have. I'm just like, it just reminds me of how my brain works some days. Like my brain goes like, why can't I just do this? Well, because you got to do this, this, and this first, dumbass. Like you can't go to the end of the fucking race without starting.
Dude, and that's the way it's supposed to be, man. That's the way it's supposed to be, because otherwise, then we wouldn't look back and there wouldn't be that journey along with it, man.
It's not worth it, dude.
Yeah. Gotta appreciate it.
Fun fact of the day, I was going to start a podcast before this one, and I was going to call it The Journey, a play off of my last name because it's Jerni. But I never did it. And I really regret it, but I don't. I might do it again. We'll see. But it was like the play on the name, and then like it was a picture of a guy walking up a mountain and shit. Like it was just like a teaser for it. Yeah. And then I just stopped. I didn't do
Bro,
it. And then I did this
what do you
one.
think of this?
Here
I
we
don't
go.
want to do it because I'm like realizing how much of a pain this is, and like kudos to you for running a podcast. But like
Oh,
if I was
thanks,
gonna
man.
do one and I wanted to, maybe I will. Who knows?
You should,
But
man. It's fun, dude. Once you get
we're
into
in
it, you'll get
insurance.
fucking hooked.
Check this out. We're in insurance, right? It's all
Yeah.
about risk and risk management. I was gonna make one called Risky Tinters because
I
it
like
sounds
it.
freaking cool.
Risky
And
pictures.
the whole premise is to just bring people on to tell their wacky stories, like the craziest things that have happened. Because the stories I've heard,
idea.
like
Oh, I've got
insurance claim related, it's freaking
I've got
everyone
questions
does.
about them.
And even if you haven't had a story, you know someone who's had a freaking crazy story.
Oh,
So
1000%. Like I'll tell you one right now. There was a dude who was on a flat glass job, and we have these things called the Triumph scraper blades. Like they're 8-inch, really, really sharp, really thin blades. And he was scraping a window, and it like caught a piece of glue or something that he missed. It like flipped out of his hand and hit him like right here, and just fucking gouged him open. I didn't see any pictures. I just heard this story from my first boss, and it was just like a huge rip. Like it barely fucking hit him. It just hit and just slid down. And he was like, he got like tent and wrapped it around, dude, and went to a fucking hospital and shit.
Still have his arm?
I don't know. I never really met the dude, so I couldn't tell you. And then another story was like a pair of those white blinds that have like the metal frame that you pull out of the little slot, right?
Huh?
And the edges are pretty sharp. Same shit. Fell out, cut his fucking, not same guy, but fell out and cut somebody's arm, dude. And I like those little accidents like that definitely change like how you look at insurance, because you don't think that's going to happen, right? You're like, how the fuck? But that's also not going to be covered by y'all, probably. That's like on you and your medical insurance and stuff like that, because it's not the damn window's fault that it fell. It's not
Yeah, man. Well, you never know when that thing goes flying and it cuts someone else's arm open. You never know.
Right, that too.
So,
Like maybe your coworker got hit by a stray or something. Would that be something that's covered or no? Like say, I'm the owner and I have an employee and I'm scraping a window and it falls out of my hand, hits him. Like technically, is that covered or no? Probably not.
it's complicated.
I'm liable for my employees, right?
You are, and if he's an employee versus an independent contractor, whole different story.
Right. Of
what
course.
Policy pay? Yeah, dude.
Yeah, if they're 1099, it's different. So it'd be different. I get
Bro,
that.
that's why you pair with a good insurance partner, because they'll walk you through that. So I mean, that's kind of my call out to people is like we're not afraid to have those conversations. We're not afraid to tell you how your waiver should stipulate things. We're not afraid to say how you should be checking your subcontractors, how you should be managing them. If you are a sub, kind of what makes you look good versus look bad to the person who's hiring you. So, because all of it depends. There's not like a boilerplate answer, which is good for us. Because I mean, it's like, it's not easy.
Look at this one.
Yeah, I know, right? I saw that pop up in the comments.
Have you met Dustin?
No, I don't think so. Dustin, have we met?
He is the coolest fucking guy, man.
We met at WFCT last year.
Everybody I know in this fucking industry, man, I pretty much love them. Like we're all basically the same. Like we're all fucking like-minded. This fucking gnat is going to drive me insane, dog. Where is my
I got a picture of you trying to attack it, man.
You suck. Where's my fucking
I literally
torch?
I'm gonna post it later.
I have to get my torch. Wife! Sorry. Bring me the torch. We ride it down. Sorry. Anyways, so where were we at? What were we talking about just then?
Crazy stuff happening. Like
craziest thing that's really happened to me is like I've fucking fallen off my stool, like busted my shit. Like, dude, hit my shin with the door first, yelled, leaned back, and just fell. And I'm like, all right, great. And I was live on TikTok. I was like,
bro, that can take people out, man. That could be the end of a career. That It sounds silly,
It
but
really could. It really could. You hit the right vertebrae, dude. You're fucking paralyzed. That'd
yeah,
be fucking wild.
yeah, dude, it happens, man. I met a
It's
guy
a
that was like
possibility.
he was walking over to a window to work on it, and there was a tree stump that he tripped over, and
Ooh.
it he like fell and like hit something on his hip, but for whatever reason, he fell into a coma, and then like
Damn,
woke up
bro.
like 8 months later, and he was
Damn.
dude, he's like he's alive and he's good, but he's like my brain is like 40% of what it
Fucking
used to be. So
right.
like
You gotta think about that, man. Like, if it's not working properly for that long, does it just deteriorate a little bit or what? Like,
I
does
don't
it?
know, man.
Because
I don't
like you gotta
know.
think like, are the electrons and like synapses fucking firing the same, or are they just like kind of dormant?
He had joy. He
Listen,
had
I can
joy, and he
get
tried to
deep
do his
into
business
this.
still, but he's like I'm good for like 3 or 4 days, and then like I lose my brain and I can't operate
It's
a
just
business that way.
fuzzy.
So,
Yeah.
dude, yeah. Anyways, watch out for those tree stumps.
Yeah, dude. I live in the woods, so I have to watch out for those for
Yeah.
sure. All right. I've got another question here. Hold on. Let me go to my chat GPT real quick.
Dude. At least you're not asking that questions, because sometimes those answers are wrong.
Oh, dude,
Sometimes
I don't.
sometimes
I
I ask
asked them.
ChatGPT
I
insurance
asked.
questions,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I'd be
whoa,
wrong.
yeah. So
I don't really like any of those questions, so we're gonna go off the script here because we got 15 minutes left. We did a bunch of insurance talk. So, other than that, what do you like to do for fun? Like, you got any hobbies? Like, you go line dancing or fucking zip lining or anything?
do I give off the line dancing type of?
Not at all. That's why
Dude,
I
I'm
asked.
California.
You don't look like you line dance. I'm just asking.
Yeah, bro. California, I'm like 15 minutes from the beach, 20 minutes from the beach. So we're there. We're
Love the
there a
beach.
lot. We got 2 kids. So, because a good time to go start a business is like when you have like a 1 and 3-year-old. That's the best time.
Oh, they
Like,
won
just,
in 3?
yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
great, dude.
It's so fun, but
I bet.
it's nuts. It is crazy. You know how it goes. I mean, it's just,
Dude, I got a
yeah,
10 and an 8. I know what you mean. They're
it
exactly the
is what
same
it
apart.
is.
Yeah.
It's it's a crazy time, but it's so fun, and it like almost makes everything else
You
easier
got
because they're
you got boy, girl, girl, boy, like
two
same or
boys.
2
Yeah,
boys?
two
Ah,
boys.
boy dad. Hell
Dude,
yeah.
it's awesome, man.
That's awesome,
I got an awesome wife. We're
Well,
like I
yeah.
said, we're near the beach. The 3-year-old's starting to swim. I'm gonna take him out to try to like I don't
Great, man.
surf, but I want to get him surfing just because we're out here.
Oh, you like to surf?
I don't, but I want him
Oh,
to.
right. You just wanna watch, you'd be like, "Dude, that's
Team
fucking
sport.
sick, dude." Yeah, I was about to say,
um,
I thought you didn't like sports, but
yeah, right. I don't know. Surfing. I think surfing's a sport, but
it
yeah,
is
man.
physically taxing. Like, it beats the shit out of your body, apparently.
Dude, you don't get any better shape than just being out there. Just,
Just ripped on the water,
dude.
dude.
I mean, they all look good. Yeah, they.
Got
I
to.
for sure don't. I don't surf. You could tell if I
Maybe
go out
dude,
there. You're like, he's not a surfer.
maybe if you get out there, you'll fucking get ripped, dude. You never know, right?
This might be the year. Now that I got a kid that I want to get into that, I might. That might be the
There
new
you go.
sport. But
See, like my daughter, she's 10 and she just started softball last year, right? In fall. And I was a sports guy growing up. And so when she wanted to play a sport, I was like, fuck yeah. It's about
yeah,
goddamn time. Like
yeah,
I'm not gonna tell them to do something because I want them to do it. I want them to want to do it.
yeah,
And then I'm gonna be right there, like, all right, cool. You want to do it? I'm buying you a batting net, a tee, a whole bunch of softballs, glove gear, everything. I'm just getting everything I can.
yeah.
And when you want to do something, let me know. We'll play catch every day. It's been too hot to do it right now, but
Yeah.
that's something that we like to do together.
It's fun,
Especially
man.
it definitely gets you in the mode to do something with the kids, regardless of what it is. Like my kids also love to draw and put together fucking Legos. And I like doing those things too. So we sit down, we fucking put together Legos or we draw something. We're
Dude,
also
8 and
really
10 has gotta be a
heavy
fun age, man. Because like,
in
they
an eight.
still have that,
Oh
like,
yeah, they're
childhood
so
joy.
fun. Oh yeah, they definitely have that. No,
But
they're freaking demons, bro. They're
dude,
both okay. Imagine me split in two and just in my face all the time, every day. It's not the best ever, but they're not going to be like pushovers at the end of the fucking journey, you know?
yeah.
Like my daughter stands up for herself and she does not back down and she's ruthless and I love it. But she needs to pick her battles because I ain't the one to go to war with, dude. I'm like, all right, you want to cry today? We could do this. Like, I'm just going to tell you the truth and it might hurt your feelings, but don't act
Let's
that way.
go.
Don't be disrespectful. Don't be, you know, sassy is what we call it. But no, they're great, man. Like growing up, they've been awesome to each other. She's a great big sister, but she just tries to do a little more parenting than we like. And I'm like, all right, dude, you got to quit that because it's not your
Yeah,
job. You know, it's
yeah.
my job, and you need to let me do it. And so if you don't have that yet, count your days because it's
Oh,
coming.
dude, our 3-year-old's already telling
It's
our
coming,
1-year-old what
dude.
to
It's
do. He's
gonna
like,
be there every
"Shh,
day,
you need to be
dude.
quiet. You can't do that." Like, dude, he doesn't even understand you. Calm down.
Right. Yeah.
We're
Why
we're in
are you
charge.
mad?
Oh man,
It's
that's
great.
crazy, man.
But no,
With
so being a
with
dad, being around the
dude,
beach,
everything
all that good
beach
stuff.
dad. Dude, we're super involved with our ministry and just church
Right.
and all that. So that's
Yeah,
heavy,
exactly.
that takes up
Yeah.
time. But dude, it's all good, man. We're in such a good spot. It's fun, and then I get to travel around and hang out with window tinters. I've done more traveling this year than I have like ever in my career, and like it was
Yeah.
so cool going to the last WFCT was awesome. That was our first event that we ever went to, and dude, that was like a
WFPT?
fire hydrant just information. Like we were learning everything
Yeah.
about window
Suits and
tinting
ties.
and like the industry. It was just nuts. Then we did SEMA. Then we did the most recent one I went to was WFR. Oh, and I went to Autofilm Mastery in
Oh, I bet that was fucking great. I
dude, it
love
was
Mike.
sick. Mike and
Mike's
Ray,
great.
they're dude,
Yeah, Ray
and like
is
the
a
training
mastermind.
was on point and like man, it just we've done so much. I've got to meet so many people and it's so funny, man, because everyone has told me going into this, um, I'm friends with and he helped me a lot kind of getting my bearings in the industry is Randy over at Las Vegas Window Tinting. And he's like, are you sure you want to do this?
Andy.
Because you realize that window tinters are nuts and they're crazy.
Fucking bananas.
And everyone says that, but dude, everyone's
Bananas.
so cool. Everyone is
Right.
literally so
Because
cool.
you only get what we give you, sir. Like you only get that for a certain amount of time.
I
Uh-oh,
know,
the
man.
lighting's messing up.
I'm going dark. It's the
Dude, what do you
sun.
it
Give
must be
me.
the truth. I'm just kidding.
Oh man. Here we go. I'm back.
All right, there we go.
I'm back. The dark truth did not take me over.
It's that partial shading on those windows, dude. Telling you. Somebody
Yeah,
needs to
bro.
go tint Trevor's house for free. I'm telling
Dude,
you.
I need it in the house. I need it in our office. The heat, like, busts in. There's tint on here, but it's
Dude,
like it's getting choppy.
you're in California. I know like there's like 6 shops that I could tell you to call. There's Importance, which is Richard Jackson, who won the Autobahn competition at the dealer conference. There's Julian's Window Tinting in I think Fresno, around
Oh yeah.
that area. There's fuck, who else is in California? Eric Devash can find you somebody, I'm sure. But I think that's the only people that I know in California now that I think
Well,
about it.
now you know me. I can't tint
Right.
for crap. Don't ever hand me a squeegee or
Now we got to teach you to tint. That's it.
I kind of want to. I kind of want to just like I just want to get
Not
out
that
there and
flat glass is easier than auto for me, but
yeah.
don't tell flat glass guys that because they'll fucking defend it. Whatever. Shrink a back window, you flat glasser. You know, like
Yeah, I don't know
good.
about like curling up in the back of the car. That doesn't seem
Oh, it's
fun.
fucking
That
Mustangs are
seems
tight. They're fun.
yeah. I'm a big dude.
I'm
So
6 foot, so like getting in the back
yeah,
of that dude, it's like shit. Like my
yeah.
back's already hurting, my knees are going out. My daughter's 10, so she's gonna start doing it, hopefully. Like that's the goal, dude, is like to get them to do it. And I'm like, all right, cool, I'll be your boss and I'll pay you real good. Just fucking work. You
Yeah.
know, like I'll give you both 20% of each ticket that you do. Just
Dude,
let me
flat
get
glass
this
is
thing
gnarly
running.
too though, man. I mean, you're
Love it.
doing some you're doing some like, I don't know. I saw it was a
Ladders
long time
suck.
ago, but I think it's probably Ricky Miller. I think he posted like him at the gym or something. He's doing this like very
Oh yeah,
specific arm
dude.
workout, and it's like people don't know what your like
He's holding the
what
cable
your
and he's
life is
going like
about.
this.
And every time I'm at the gym now, I'm like, I wonder if I should just start doing some like some like specific lat workouts for the day that I like am gonna have to be approached to try to put some film on a piece of
Right.
glass, and I'm gonna realize like how jacked that probably
Dude,
hurts you if you don't do it.
working out is definitely harder than tinting windows, but like the muscles, like mainly forearms, dude. Like if you go up to a window tinter, they've probably got some massive forearms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're in public and you just see big forearms, be like, "Hey man, do you tint windows by chance?" And they're like,
How'd
"Yeah,
you
I
know?
do actually." Like, dude, nice forearms, bro, and just walk off. Like, all right, I'm out of here.
What a trip, dude.
That'd be great. That'd be hilarious.
I feel like I'm not gonna be able to not see that at the next conference. I feel like I'm gonna
Dude,
just be looking at dudes' forearms the whole day.
everybody's forearms, dude. Everybody's got them, man. They're huge,
Oh
every one of
man,
them.
what a
But
trip.
what was your like biggest takeaway from the events, like about the industry in general, not just like all the information stuff, like your basically your summary of window tinters in a sense.
Dude, one of the biggest things I respect is like it seems like the vast majority that I've talked to like take it in almost as like a lifestyle. Like they take
Mhm.
pride in the business that they conduct.
Oh
They
yeah,
take pride in their workflow. They take pride in their sales process. They take pride in the film that they use. And dude, even on us, like we did this like Dark Truth like podcast post, and people are like pumping it up on there. They're like, yeah, this insurance company rock. What? Like, do you
yeah.
actually care? Because it's almost like a combination of like a hobby slash occupation, and it's like,
We're
dude, and
very
maybe it,
we're very tribe based. Feels like,
yeah, dude,
you know what I mean. Like we fucking look out for our own dog. Like,
it's for real. Like, and I
but then
love it.
if there's like a problem, we're gonna handle it. Like at these events when we're getting tore up at bars and shit, or
Mhm.
like we're at the restaurant and then there's like something going on, we're all like, "Is there a problem? Like
Yeah,
we good?" And then Randy Humphreys big ass walks by or something, you know, just one of the big guys, like, "Hey man," or like Avery Wells. I don't know if you know him, the fucking tall dude that was on Loot magazine, smokes
yeah,
cigars and
yeah, yeah.
shit, dude. He's mad. He's like fucking 6'12" or whatever. But I just always hang around him at these events. I'm like, hey man, you're gonna be my friend this whole time. So
Bro,
you
what
know.
seems so great is like just the pride of work.
Oh
Like
yeah, for sure.
in some businesses, like people are just like cool with like just
Getting
flying
money.
by, like kind
Yeah,
of just getting by. But it seems like everyone I've met, like, and maybe it's by nature of being at conferences, like to
of
make it to
course.
the conference, that means you kind of have to like care about what you do.
Right.
But dude, everyone I've met is just like they're prideful in their work, but in a good way, in a very mostly humble way.
Oh,
Um,
there's a lot of arrogance though
I
too.
know. That's
Don't
why I
get me
said
wrong.
mostly humble, but like in a
Yeah,
way
yeah,
that's
yeah.
like we know we're good, and I take pride in my work, and I'm gonna take care of my customer.
Mhm.
Dude, I would say like half the time when we get claim calls and stuff, most of the time the guys are willing to just make it right and pay for
Yep,
it outside of insurance because it's gonna make the
yep,
customer happier.
of
And we're
course.
usually on board with that. We're like,
Yep.
yeah, like it's make white glove service. Like give them white glove service because you
I've
can't
never
afford the
heard that
bad
term.
review. You can't afford the bad review plus the backlash from who they might tell.
Right.
Dude, just freaking take care of them. Make them feel good and make them. What
Give you
would
a
you
story.
want? Yeah,
I got a story. I
go.
was tinting a 2025 limited Can-Am Defender, like super expensive fucking side by side. I had the wrong blade. I had my carbon blade instead of my stainless steel blade, and I cut two patterns on the window and completely fucking gouged it. And I didn't see it because it was wet and like I was done for the
Yeah.
day, whatever. Like I just didn't notice it, right? Because my blades, they look the same, but I didn't know the difference at the time, you know, whatever. And I went back and looked at my TikTok live and noticed it. And I was like, oh, it's because I used it to cut the top edge, put it in my mouth instead of in my pouch. And I just grabbed it, cut.
Yeah.
Simple mistake, right? And he calls me and he's like, hey man, yeah, there's did you cut on this glass on this driver door? And I was like, I did actually. And he goes, well, there's some scratches. I go, don't worry about it. I'll get the glass replaced. I'll pay for it, blah, 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 whatever. And he's like, well, I really appreciate it. And you know, holding yourself accountable and taking care of it instead of arguing about it and wanting to look at it and all this stuff. Cause I already knew, like in my head, if a customer says that, I know for a fact I messed up.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm just going to buy it. I called, dude, a $550 piece of glass, dude. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah,
fuck.
it hurts.
But
Dude, it
I was
hurts.
like, you know what? I'm just going to get the shit in. And I went, installed it myself because I'm not paying $750 to get it put in.
Yeah.
Because they were like, I want $750. No, you can kiss my ass. I was like, I'm going to put it in. I've never done it before, but we're about to find out. And I went on YouTube and I did all this shit, forgetting that I know people in the tint industry. And then this guy actually in Arkansas who works on side-by-sides and does glass replacement was like, he called me randomly one day and I go, dude, I forgot you fucking do this. How do you put these in? And he goes, oh, dude, it's easy. Take these screws out, pop off the outside panel, pull out the window, put the window in, tint it. And I was like, sweet. They
Yeah.
wanted $750 to do that. I was like, I'm about to start doing this shit myself. Fuck it. Like,
well, I mean, that's that's a
$550,
market
just
too.
put it in. But yeah, like just owning up to your shit. That guy, he's like, man, I got this case of beer for you because you fucking took up ownership for it and all this. And like, you know, because I deal with mostly country guys, right? Like,
Yeah.
good old boys in the fucking woods and shit. And you know, he's like, you know, honesty goes a long way. I'm a small business owner. I own up to my shit too. So it's refreshing, you know, having somebody not want to, you know, wiggle out of it and just take care of it. I was like, dude, I'd rather do that than him and haw and pull you around for 2 weeks and not get it done, you know.
Yeah,
Even though I
man.
didn't really have the money to do it, I was like, I still got to do it. So, you know, that credit card got a little balance on it now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, hopefully he's sending people your way like right after, right? I
He
mean,
actually
look,
has.
it all
He's
goes
actually
around,
sent
so-
me two. He's actually sent me 2 people, I think, but they haven't booked yet. They've gotten leads, or, you know, they filled out lead
Yeah.
forms and all that good shit. But yeah, just like with y'all not telling them to fucking use the insurance for it, it saves them time, makes them look good, and their rates don't go up. You know,
I
like
mean, the
all of,
insurance is because hey, man, some people aren't cool. Like some people are like, if you did that to their window, they're like straight to the gun. They want to
oh, dude,
get an
done.
insurance claim filed. We're gonna sue you. It's like, dude, don't even wrestle with that. Just
Right.
get that problem off your plate. So it's there for that kind of stuff, right? The catastrophic things, but yeah, the small stuff, man, just take care of it. Like help the customer, like do what's right. It will come back around. It'll always come back
course.
around. And if
I
the
agree.
problem keeps happening, insurance is going to drop you. Like we
Right.
we cut it off even at a certain point. We're like, dude, you need to go get training. But
Yeah.
like identify it. Like, oh my gosh, I keep messing this up. Then go work on your craft, right? Like it's just how it goes. But
Right.
that's a good story, man. Good for you.
Appreciate it.
That's the way to do it, bro.
And that window's sitting in my shop right now.
Yeah.
It's a good old trophy example to remind myself. And that the day after that happened, I changed out my blade holder from a normal red dot metal blade holder to a big yellow plastic fucking like wrap knife.
Yep.
I was like, well, now I can't get them
Not
confused.
gonna mess that up again.
There's no
Dude,
way
you
that's
learn
happening.
from it.
Yeah,
You
of
literally
course.
learn. Yeah.
Like
Some
on
people
my
don't
like,
learn, bro. Some people mess things up and just keep rolling. So
oh, yeah.
like
It's like
kudos to you, bro. That's how to do it.
It's like that shirt we were talking about earlier. Shit happens, you gotta wipe. That's where it came from. Like whenever you mess something up, man, you got to take care of it because if you don't, it's gonna stink and it's gonna get crusty and it's gonna go bad. You know.
Is that the details on the back of the shirt? Like, did you add
Yeah, I
those?
wish.
You
I
should.
really
You
probably should. I probably should add that
It's
on.
really
man.
that front of the shirt needs more context, and you just summed it up right there.
That's
That was
actually a
solid.
good idea. Now I need to write
Nice.
that down somewhere, but I'll forget. I'll forget and remember another day.
Dude.
But man, Usually I do these for about an hour. I didn't even tell you that. Going into this, I totally forgot, but I didn't even know it had been an hour. I just looked up and I was like, holy shit, it's already been one. But man,
Flew by.
appreciate you. I really appreciate you being on, dude.
Thanks for having me, man.
A lot of good questions came in. I know there weren't a lot of people watching. It's probably because I've been, away for so long, not doing the show and stuff like that, the algorithm, but I am going to download this and I will upload it to YouTube if you need to use anything from it or if you want to share it, all that good shit. And then you can even go repost it after this. Facebook, if you want to use the link for Instagram, whatever, do what you need to do when it comes to marketing. And if anybody's watching and has their phone, they want to scan this code to get a quote, you can do that. And get in
Dude,
touch
and we're
with
here for the industry, man. So I mean, even if someone's like, "Hey, I got an agent. I really like him. It's my brother. I can't leave him." Dude, we
Right.
get it. Don't trip. If you need advice and you're just like, "Hey, we need info," you can always reach us at support@tintinginsurance.com or Trevor@tintinginsurance.com. We're always happy to help. It doesn't have to be like a "Can you beat my rate" thing because that's not the way we
Right.
always operate. If someone's just like, "Hey, I heard you do subcontractor arrangements and I'm curious what to do for the insurance for that," dude, hit us up. Just hit us
Yeah.
up. We're happy to help. Like, we're just here.
Love it.
Not a big
Love
deal.
It was a great talk, man. I learned a lot because, again, I'm still learning a lot of the things when it comes to business. So insurance is one of the things that I'm like, I probably need to understand it a little better. I need to probably go over my policy and just make sure, but setting it up with you, I know that it's where it should be. But man, I appreciate it, dude. It was great chatting with you. And it looks like you're getting a little bit of
Dude,
dark truth going on over there.
Yeah.
But at
Like, that's my phase out.
right. I don't know if you know this or not, but on the very end of the show, I do something called the Dark Truth Final Thought, which is just like a little piece of life advice or anything that you want to leave the viewers with to help them, or if it's like a quote or even a Bible verse, something like that that you look forward to that helps you, or that kind of thing.
Yeah, bro. All right. You didn't even tell me that coming into it. I would have been
Oh, I know.
I would have been better prepared.
It's part of it. Think on it if you need to.
No, just
we got Mother Marion saying good info. I think everybody kind of bounced out towards the end there, but so good.
man, I mean, I came to Jesus and like it hit me and I was in a dark place on the Dark Truth podcast, which I know you've actually had some pretty gnarly stories on here. The ones that I have
There's
watched, I'm
been
like,
some.
bro, you
There's
get
been
some
some.
you get some good stories out of people, man. So I mean, I'll
That's
drop
right.
mine. I was in a dark spot, like, and God came through for me, man. And
That's good.
He's there for anyone. And in Matthew 11:28 says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and heavy burden, and I'll give you rest for your souls." So
I like
yeah,
it.
man. I mean, he did that for me.
I
He's
love it.
there for anyone else. But either way, he got me into the tint industry, and
Heck yeah,
here we
dude.
go. I'm gonna be at these upcoming events, man, and it's gonna
Now
be
you're stuck,
be
dude.
freaking fun. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
you're
so
stuck,
fun.
dude. You're stuck now, bro.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what they say, once you go dark, you don't go bark or whatever,
Dude, it's solid, man. I got, dude, any info is always helpful. Connections are always helpful. I cannot like express how much I appreciate you. Like, dude,
Yeah, man.
your helpfulness in this industry and like so many others,
Appreciate
dude.
it.
Everyone's just cool. So I appreciate it. This has been such an amazing journey.
This right here, baby.
Yep.
Be who you needed, dog.
Dude, I love it, man.
My favorite phrase ever.
I see you talking about it every day. So
very biased. But dude,
that's
Trevor, I
all good.
really appreciate it, man. I'm gonna throw you in the green room. I'm gonna do this outro video
Can't
so you
wait.
can see it. You're gonna like it, dude. But all right, dude. It was good to have you on, man. I appreciate it. We're gonna have
See you
to
later,
definitely
brother.
do it again, and I'll holler at you, man. I got your number now, so I'll be in touch.
Let's do this. Thanks, Shady
Yeah,
J. See you, man.
And that's another episode of the Dark Truth Podcast with my guest Trevor from tintinginsurance.com. If y'all need it, it's right up here in the top corner. Just scan that with your phone to get a quote. like he was saying, just shoot him some questions if you need some info. And I really appreciate him coming on. I will be back hopefully next week. I have to get on my list of people and grab one that's wanting to be on for a while. But yeah, outro video, and we'll see you next time. You'll have a good one. Love ya. Bye.